Good evening and welcome back to the channel and welcome back to Football Manager and the London Green Save. So, I'm back. At the end of last episode, I was a little bit annoyed, as can happen when you're playing video games and you're trying to have a good time and you're trying to win games and you're trying to do your best and things just are not going your way. That's what was happening. Unfortunately, in the last couple of games, I'll take you through the schedule. I mean, you don't really need to look deep. All these reds are not good. That's the situation we find ourselves in. We are not looking good. We actually got knocked out of the cup on penalties, and around that, we've been losing too many league games. Which means all we've got from now to the end of the season is league games. We've got how many? 6 plus 4 is 10, plus 4 is 14, plus 5 is 19, plus 6 is 25, plus 1 is 27. Which is quite good mathematically. Is it 27? Have I miscounted? I've miscounted. 6 plus 4 is 10, plus 4. Is that 6? 14 plus 5 is 19. 25, 26. Oh my word. I can't count. I can't count. We've got 26 games remaining, which is awesome. Because what it means we can do is play 2 games today and then just play 3 games from now to the end in every episode. And then if we get to the playoffs or we get promoted, we will have the extra episode if need be. So yeah, that's what we'll do. That is what we shall do. We'll keep it simple. We'll make it easy for me to know what we're doing. We'll play 2 games today. Then we shall play 3 games from then on to the end. And if we do that, we know exactly how many episodes we've got. And I'm just figuring that out right now. That'll be, wow, okay, so if we make it into the playoffs, that'll be 17 episode season. That's not bad. That's not bad. Now, I've made a few changes. I've made a few changes to the team, to the tactic, to everything. I went with a clean slate, and this is what I built. We're going to call it Plan A. In fact, it's going to be the new Plan A. And it's actually on, I haven't fully finished building it. We're going to play on a positive mindset, and we are going to once again try and control possession. That is what I really try to do with my teams. I like to control possession. So slightly shorter passes will keep us controlling possession, hopefully. When we lose possession, we regroup. When we gain possession, we hold shape. Goalie, slow pace down. Don't really need that. We still want to do this. And out of possession, for the moment, we're just going to keep it simple. We're just going to keep it simple and hope that this works. Now, I have selected a new team, a new starting 11, and from here on out, I'm going to try and return to this starting 11 as much as I can. The only incorrect player here is Johansson, but he's only out for 1 more game. And now, would you really believe it? The game where Johansson got injured was the 2-0 against Meridian VP, and since then, it's gone downhill a bit. So whether or not that is Johansson having that much of an influence, I don't know. I don't know. I really don't. Okay, I mean, I've not got... How many defensive mentalities have I got? I've got 3. And then I've got automatics and support around that, and then attack at the front. I think that's fine. Opposition instructions. Let's go. Let's try and have a good game. And I've also got to do this. This is like a more of a personal thing here. I've got to try and not let how the game goes kind of like get me down. You know, this is ultimately a game. We're just here to have a good time. And losing in the cup and this bad run of form that we're on, it gets me down, you know. I really want us to play as best we can. And we just haven't been doing that just yet. We've also got the assistant manager in, and I'm going to try my best to just be a bit more engaged in the games. Often I make decisions, whether or not they are the correct decision is, perhaps recently they haven't been the correct decision, but I'm trying to make the best decisions I can make. Well done, Williams. That's a lovely punch. And I've also tried to select the starting 11 with their particular roles in mind. So I've got an advanced forward in Horn to be up and in their business. I've got Tadeka as just a poacher because he's not that quick. I just want him getting the ball and shooting. I've got my wingers who are relatively quick, but they're on wide midfielder automatic so that we're a little bit more solid in defence. I've got Olafsson, who is by far the best player technically except for passing, at ball winning midfielder, trying to win the ball back. Hughes is our advanced playmaker, where I'm going to be looking to try and create a little bit more. And then our back line, again, automatic. So when we go attacking, hopefully they will push up. And we have scored while I'm explaining this. And then Salmon and Kara's defensive. We've actually scored while I was talking. So let's watch the replay real quick. Olafsson on the ball. A very good pass to Tadeka into Hughes. Hughes gets tackled. Tadeka wins it back. Plays a lovely pass to Horn. A great touch. And he finishes it off. Horn is, alongside maybe McSkeen, Horn is just a very good finisher of the ball. A very good striker of the ball. So that's why, despite the fact that I'm actually having a bit of an argument with him off the pitch, I just can't really not play him unless he fully needs to be rested. I can't. So what I got to also try and remember is that this is the starting 11. Make changes where I need to, but always try and come back to this starting 11. Oh, that's good play. That's lovely play. Horn's in again, and he's hit the bar, the post even. Tadeka playing it into Horn. Again, Moss goes round the outside, won't quite get there. Plays in a cross instead. Tadeka, oh, that's what we need. I just need the ball into Tadeka so that he can fire it off. More or less first time, as often as possible. Great tackle from Olafsson. Doesn't win the ball back fully, but does slow them down. That's a bad decision from number 3. Joseph. And I have made some signings, but for the most part, they're not really good enough to get into the first team. So it's a bit hit and miss with the signings. But Meridian are winning their game. That's good for them. Oh, free kick. Well saved, Williams. As soon as Johansson is ready to come back into the team, he comes straight back into the team. There's no doubt about it. He is just the best goalie we have by a significant number. Go on, Hughes. Go on, lad. Bring it forward. Play it to Moss. Yes, Moss, go. He brings it back, and then we send it. Hopefully Moss is onside. It looks like he is. Tadeka. No, there's Hughes. There's Tadeka. Off the bar. Oh, it's going to be a corner. No, it's a free kick. Horn was offside when Tadeka took the shot. Lovely work from Salmon. Embleton plays a lovely pass, and Horn just goes. He's got more pace than Tadeka, and that's why he's on the advanced forward side. The shot is a bit weak, though. I want my paciest striker on that left-hand side, and then I want the slightly slower striker on the right-hand side. Okay, that's fine. I'm also very, very glad we've got an assistant manager giving us info and giving us feedback. Straight into the second half. I don't have any cover at the wing positions right now, but that's also mostly because I just can't name more than 5 subs. So I cover the midfield and the defense and the striker. But other than that, I can't really cover the wingers, so they're going to have to stick it out. Turner Gilligan goes into Moss. Hughes on the ball. Play it back to Moss. Lovely. Now get it in the middle. Just get it to a striker. They're playing it out wide there. They're playing it together a lot. Get it into a striker. There we go. And then shoot. There we go. Okay. That's what we're after. Just more of that. Getting it to the striker, and the striker takes the shot. That's okay. Tadeka will go and recover that. Maybe just give it straight out to Embleton. Yeah, good. Back post, no one's there, and they're going to run out on the counter here. This is a good opportunity for them. Kanine on the ball. Back to Rose. Olafsson makes the foul. In fairness, a very good foul to make. A very good foul to make. Okay, this game has been pretty well controlled up to now. As I would usually like. I would like another goal, but we're doing okay with the current instructions we've got. Haven't really given up many chances. Given up an XG of 0.12. It's not really super exciting. When it, the stats and whatever, it's not really super exciting, but it is getting the job done, and that's what we need after the run of form we've had. This is what we need more than anything else. Tadeka to the back post. No one's going to get it, but Hughes will regather into Moss. Shoot it. It's in. Come on. Lovely stuff. Okay, brilliant stuff. What I think I can do is make my defensive change here. It wants me to bring on Jamie Loft. I'll do that. That's fine. And John Howard can play. Oh, not really. Not really. No, I think we'll just bring Howard on. He's kind of playing out of position, but that's what we're going to do. Especially now that we are just sat at a 2-0. Very, very happy with the performance. Very, very happy with the way that we've just controlled this game a lot better than the recent games where it's been, well, a lot more difficult. Olafsson's just taken a yellow card, so maybe that is the signal to make that change. Stefan Clark can come in, and then they just swap around just like that, so that we don't get, or we have a very low chance of getting a player sent off. Horn brings it forward to Tadeka. Tadeka, I would like you to shoot. He finds Turner Gilligan instead. Maybe the shot just wasn't on at all. Howard into Hughes. Back post. Jumps. Well saved. Turner Gilligan looks tired. Yes, he does. But I've already made the changes. We've only got 15 minutes to go. 2-0. If we score again, I'll just take him off. And we'll settle into a back 5. 3/5. Tadeka will chase that. And he will get there. And it's again well saved. But we'll just rock into a defensive set, basically. Okay, yeah, we can do that. We can do that. I want to listen to the assistant manager more. Good ball in. Howard will jump. Won't quite get there. Burton Jones will. And, oh no! Right shoved Howard. That means it's a penalty, and that means Ben Horn has the chance to get himself a goal. What happened there? Did it hit the bar? I think it maybe was saved and hit the bar. I'm not quite sure. Either way, It's another miss from the penalty spot for Horn, but at least he did score in the penalty shootout in the last episode. Hughes into Clark, and that's going to be the end of the highlight. In fact, I can take Turner Gilligan off now. Oh, I've got to go into the tactics to do that, I think. Just take him off, settle you back, and... Ah, there we go. That works even better. There we go. So we are going to finish the game with 10 men instead of 11, just to save his legs. And even with 10, oh, Horns put it over. Even with 10, we are creating chances. It looks like they're willing to run at our defense. They've gone to more caution. Why would they go to more caution at 2-0 down with 3 minutes to go? They need a goal if they're going to get absolutely anything out of this game. All the way across to Howard. Howard, I would just shoot that. He does. It just goes wide. But that was pretty good play as well. I'm liking the setup we've got going on. I'm liking how we have controlled this game. And this is really what I was looking for in the previous episodes. Unfortunately, it's come too late. You can't really... I mean, you should be dealing with the mid... That's a bad pass. It's the final whistle. There we go. Lovely stuff. We get a really, really good win. Into the dressing room. Everyone looks delighted because it was a good win. And we take points. We take 3 points. Very much needed. Now, we'll have a look at the table at the end of the episode. Of course, I did say only 2 games to be played. Let's get to the next one. Unless there's some fixtures or updates I need to give you in between. Okie dokes, here we go into the KS Griff game. After a pretty good showing in the last game, we're going to have a look. Maybe rotate the team a bit. There's a few players that do have the medium on. KS Griff want to play wing play. So we might kind of drop we'll drop the line just a bit. But for the most part, I'm just gonna keep things the way they are for now. It worked in the last game. We've done that reset. We've got our first team as they are. I'm not even going to rotate it because we've got a bit of a gap after this game to the next one. Oh, did I set the instructions? I don't know if I did. Let's do that. Let's kick off. Hit pause real quick and set those instructions because I forget this way too often. There we go. We're going to play positive as we did in the last game, and we're going to try and just keep things going with control and good mindset rather than letting the game get the better of us. We're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. Okay, Embleton ends that first highlight just by letting the ball slip from his control. But that's no biggie. 5 minutes gone. Possession is with us. We've just had our first shot, which is good. 10 minutes gone. Possession is still with us. Let's see what happens. We've dropped our lines just a tad. It looks like they're... I need to see their formation actually as well. Yeah, look at that. We love that. They've ended up just playing it long. Joseph, what are you doing? That is not the part of the game plan. That is not part of the game plan at all. You should not be just hoofing it long. You should be taking your time, controlling the ball, keeping possession. What on card? That's clearing it. That's fine. That's not what Joseph did. And we're lucky we have not conceded there. It would have been his fault. Well done, Moss. Lovely tackle. Now, calm. Good. Very good. Very good. That's okay as well. And now we may be able to move forward if Moss wants to go up the right. No, okay, back we go into Carr. Moss. No, okay, cross to Salmon. Now, in this kind of position where we are now, it might not be the worst idea to bring Hughesy back like that. He doesn't have to be an advanced playmaker. Maybe just on support like that. Olafsson's winning the ball. I mean, we could put him on attack so that he is still looking forward, but I think what I mean by that is our defenders are here right now. That's okay. It's not the best. I'd rather Joseph be a little bit further out here. But with our strikers where they are, it means that number 8, which is Hughes, is up here. Our strikers are split, whereas I could drop into that regular 4-4-2 line and give another midfield option. Our wingers are being told to go forward if we're on positive, which we are. That's good play. That's a shot. It goes well wide, well over, but that's still good play. I think dropping into that 4-4-2 might be a good idea. Okay. Oh, a corner ball. Here we go. And I think Turner Gilligan's going to have to go off at half time because his stamina is quite low. Embleton back post, Horn there. Boom. Lovely. 1-0. Brilliant. Okay, I'm going to call for a calm straight away. And I'm not going to change anything else. We've made one little tactical change, which is to bring that midfielder back. Oh, that was close. And after this game, we will check the table. We will have a deep kind of analysis of the table, of teams around us, how many games they've played, the points they're on, all of the important stuff like that, goal difference, everything. Oh, that's good play. Get out to him. Oh, my word. That was good play. Oh, also, if they want to play wing play, do we want to try and trap them inside, stop the crosses? Good ball in. Great ball in. And they've cleared it out. Now, Moss is going to try and get there. We'll actually get there because Valero's header is not ideal. Whips it in. Tadeka gets it across to Hughesy, surely. Oh, defence does well. It's come out again, though. Carr on the ball. Good. Into Olafsson. It doesn't look like Hughesy is coming back all that much. The number 8. He's still playing very forward. Can't really complain if he's getting himself into positions like that, but... Well, that's why, because the attack has get further forward on it, doesn't it? There we go. I don't want him to completely hold position, but that get further forward from here or, in the midfield line alongside Olafsson, him going all the way to where the strikers are, that's not really what I'm after. Oh, off the post. Horn! No, it's Embleton! I thought it was Horn, it's Embleton. Okay, that's made it 2-0. Very, very good. We are... The big reset. The big reset has worked. The big reset has worked. Maybe. Let's not be hasty. Horn off the bar. Sale smacks it away off the bar and falls to Embleton. Now, I remember not long ago complaining about my goalie doing something very similar. Tadeka? Come on, it's 3-0. It's 3-0. Incredible stuff, guys. I'm going to give them all encouragement for that. That's a lovely finish. Another free kick goes in. We're pretty decent at the free kick. Okay, they don't want encouragement. They are frustrated by the feedback. You're 3-0 up. I guess I could just praise instead. Maybe. Okay, this does look a bit better. You can see Hughes is dropping back. Oh, that's good play. What on earth? I don't know how that's not gone in. I really don't. I don't know how that one has not gone in. Williams plays it out to Turner Gilligan. This is kind of what I mean. Hughes is there. Maybe even the wingers are a tad high. I don't know. That we don't want everyone back, but we do try and build up from further back. Yeah, that's got to be Williams. That's poor goalkeeping. But once again, Bremen has missed it. Okay, I'm going to give them a praise now because they do deserve it. We are 3-0 up at half time, having played an ace of a first half, continuing off from where we were. Okay, so I think we are a little bit high. I think our line can come back just a tad more. I also think putting Turner Gilligan on defend isn't the worst idea. Okay, that's all I'm going to do for now. I'm at 3-0 up. I'm actually 3-0 up and I'm kind of worried. Like, this game has been really mean to us in the last 2 months or so, 3 or 4 episodes worth. So when I'm 3-0 up, I'm still not settling on it. We've got to try and keep our head and make the tactical changes that are necessary, make the correct changes where we can. And we've got a yellow card for Hughesy there. That might just bring him off for Howard if we... Maybe at 60 that'll be the case. Well blocked. Well out, Salmon. The Dacre can't win the long ball. They go all the way back, though. That's good shape. That's good shape. Okay, 52 minutes. We're still playing on positive because possession is still mostly in our favour. 55 is, still quite a chunk in our favour. Hughesy is going to come off for, for Jamie Loft instead. He's going to sit into defence. Our line is significantly lower. There is going to be a bit of a gap. Let's bring Horn back and just connect it up a bit. And we'll keep it straight. Keep it central, but we're going to bring Horn back just to connect it up, because if there is such a big divide, a big gap between the midfield and the strikers, it just means the midfielders are going to get the ball and inevitably lose it. The strikers will just kind of fade out of the game, which is not really what I'm after. Olafsson, 70 minutes. Yeah, I don't really want him getting suspended. That is true. Howard's defense, it's not the best. Yeah, it's not great at all, actually. So let's kind of swap those guys round. Yeah, that works. That works. It means Howard is still going to be at the back, but he's not going to be so focused on trying to win the ball at all times. He's just kind of hold line, hold shape, cut passes out if you can, if you need to. Or yellow card for Embleton. Doesn't really bother me at this point. We're 3-0 up with 10 minutes to go, and we've just done what we did in the last game. For the most part, controlled the ball. We've made slight tactical changes where I think they were necessary. I kind of felt like Hughes was pushing too high up the pitch. And I think that was true, to be fair. And it does seem to have worked. And would you look at that? Camberley are taking points off of Spelthorne right now. And that's gone over the bar. Okay, this game is just about wrapped up. So we're going to move to only commentary. Finish this one off. Is there a goal to be scored from either team in the last minute? No, there is not. And that is a 3-0. A very good win. A very good performance. A bit of... We're back where what we should be doing. We're back doing what we should be doing, which is winning games in this division, trying to control possession, trying to play the right passes, making the tactical changes if and when. And this is the mid-season reset. If you want to call it anything, that's what it is. From now on, we will have episodes of 3 games per episode, which means the episodes will be, a tad longer. This one is probably, about 30 minutes, maybe a tad less. Each game takes between 2 to 3 minutes to get into the game, from the home screen to get into the game, and then it takes anywhere between 10 to 15 to play the game. And obviously if we do more tactical changes and the game kind of takes a bit longer, then that just stretches that out. If we are 3-0 up with 5 minutes to go, then we can just click to go through, and we don't have to worry so much about it. So look at that. We've got 13 days before the next game. That's why I just played the same team twice, because we don't have to rotate so much if you've got just a big gap coming. Embleton on form, played really well, 8.2, very nice. We weren't better, but the comfortable scoreline says otherwise. I mean, how can you say we weren't better when we put our chances in, which is something we don't always do? So I've got to disagree on that one. We were better. We were 3 goals better. Okay. Here comes the analysis of the table. So, we have played 18 games, won 11 of them, lost 6, where there's quite a few in there that should have been draws, and we've lost 3-2 or 4-2, I guess, in that Langley game. They're all quite recent as well, don't forget. So, they've got a game in hand on us. They are 5 points above us, and they've got a game in hand. Spellthorne. Did they just draw to Camberley? They did, 2-2. All of their draws are 2-2. That's crazy. Where they've got 12 wins, a lot of wins against, and a 2-0 against us as well. Okay. Spellthorne are the team we are chasing. We knew that anyway. We knew that. That is the case. Camberley Town, 2 points above us. We have 2 games in hand. Meridian VP, 2 points above us. We have 3 games in hand. Hayes and Hillingdon, however, 5 points below us. They have 3 games in hand. So we might have to watch them. What we've got to do is we've got to take advantage of our games in hand over Meridian and Camberley. If we win even one of those games in hand, we would move into natural second. That's what we want to do. We also need to watch when Spellthorne play their extra game. If they move to 42, they would be 8 points clear of us. That is a significant gap. Okay. What are the next fixtures in this? You've got Dork. Okay, there we go. You've got this game here versus Hayes and Hillingdon. Well, I mean, where was our game? We played on the Saturday. That's why. Okay. So I'm just going to quickly click continue and see what happens in that Hayes and Hillingdon game, because that's one of their games in hand, of course. If they win it, they will move up, and that's good for them. But if they lose it, click continue. We'll see the result in a second. Of course, I've got to try and back the Dorking under 21s or under 20s or whatever it is, because they cannot get promoted, and it helps us quite a lot. That result does indeed help us. So they moved to 3. They won that one 3-1. They've got 2 games in hand. If they win them both, they would still only go to 35. So, yeah. Okay, interesting stuff. Let's take a look at the fixtures and results page. What's coming next? Tuesday the 5th. There's another one, and it's against Camberley as well. Okay, well, look, I want to know what happens in that one, so I'll be right back. Okay, we're almost at the next Hayes and Hillingdon game, and we're just going to get the result of that one real quick. We might actually just continue on until we figure out what is going on with the other games around us. Yep, good thing. All my players are rejecting contracts and whatnot. That's good. They want to stay with the London Greens where things are going well. They've got a win. Okay. So Hayes and Hillingdon move to 32. They're still 2 points behind us with a game in hand, as we know. If they win it, they go to 35. You've also got Farncombe down there with, again, more games in hand. It's so... I mean, Wiseman West have played 13. And you've got some teams who have played 21. It's just so mind-boggling that this schedule is like this. It's really not what I would expect in the slightest. What's next? We've got one of those Farncombe games, so yep, that's fine. Anything else kind of... Got Spellthorne, that's their game in hand, but then we play... Oh, we don't actually play. We're playing in the week after. Okay, so if we get to that... All right, this is what I'm going to do. We're going to get to that Spellthorn game. It is their game in hand on us. We're going to play it, or, stim it real quick. And then we will know exactly where we stand when it comes to chasing them. Is there another Hayes and Hillingdon game before? There is not. So they will continue to have a game in hand on us anyway. Okay, we're going to get to the Spellthorn game, and then when we see that result, we shall wrap up. And we are here. So it's Woking versus Spellthorn. I mean, Woking beat us. Whether or not they should have, I don't know. We probably should have won that game, but shoulda, woulda, coulda means nothing. Can they beat Spellthorn and help us in our chase of Spellthorn? This is the game in hand we've been waiting for. We've got a game coming up on the Saturday of next week, in a week's time. They've got their game here today. Let's go. What is going to happen? Oh, our assistant manager has signed a new deal. Lovely. I'm really glad. I'm really glad. Okay, and we've also got Chalfont versus Haddenham. So if that result could go our way as well, that'd be nice. It's taken a second. It's okay. Cobham up next for us. We're going to have 3 games per episode from now on to the end of the season. And then if we get into the playoff spots, if we can't get automatically promoted and we get into the playoff spots, then we have an extra episode as we try and win those games as well and get promoted. That's the plan. That's the hope. Is this game going to load? It's literally 2 fixtures. It shouldn't take that long. Oh, okay. Look at that. They were 1-0 down for so long, and it took them to the 93rd. Rough. And Chalfont draw to Haddenham as well. So Farncombe still got games in hand, but we don't have to worry about them just yet. Hazing Hillingdon, we do. We do have to worry about them. I don't think we've played them yet. We haven't played them yet. Okay, fine. Maybe that's next episode. No, it's not, but there is... Oh, okay, that's a good episode. Look at that. Cup Revenge, Table Toppers. Okay, that's going to be it from me today, guys. I do hope you've enjoyed. Spellthorn got the win, as we kind of expected them to. Let's see what we can do against them next episode. I shall catch you next time.